Welcome back guys in a new video. In this video we are going to start with new topic and new chapter. So our topic is science, chapter is nutrition in plants, and now we have some divided chapters in some parts. So this part is biology. Now let's start with our chapter. Now let's do a quick recap of our before classes and that we have learned in our before classes. Fill in the blanks using the word given below. Other animals and plants. Plants and parts of animals. Eat animals, make their own food. So animals eat other plants and animals because animals are of three types: omnivores, carnivores and herbivores. But animals are dependent on plants and some animals. Human beings eat plants and parts of animals. Human beings eat plants, vegetables like carrot, potato, cucumber and many more. And parts of animals like the leg of a chicken and many more. Plants make their own food. Plants make their own food. Plants make their food with the help of a process. And the process is called photosynthesis. Here, photo means light and synthesis means to make something. It means that with the help of light, we will make something. Now let's move forward. Let's start now. Let's think a question. Have you ever seen a plant eating or eat? How do you think plants get their food? Have you ever seen that plant was eating like us, chewing his food, chewing their food? No, you have not ever. How do you think plants get their food? Have you ever thought that as animals, human beings eat their food? But how plants eat their food? Yes. So, plants are the only organisms that can make their own food. So plants are the organisms which can make their own food. And by which process they can make their own food? Yes, they can make their own food with the process of photosynthesis. They do this by using some ingredients like water, carbon dioxide and sunlight. Like they get sunlight from the sun heat, carbon dioxide from the air and it inhale it, and water from the soil. So this all the three mixture create a process called photosynthesis, and by which plants make their own food and eat it. So now, unlike plants and animals and human beings can't make own food, there are some plants, animals and human beings cannot make their own food. So what they do? They depend on plants and other animals. Plants make their own food, but animals depend on plants and human beings also depend on plants. Hence, the human and animals directly or indirectly depend on plants for their food. As an example, in the first picture, there is an animal. It was eating the plant. It was directly. But if we see directly, here is grass. And the rabbit eat the grass. Then the eagle eat the rabbit. It means the grass which was eaten by the rabbit also go in the eagle? Yes. So this was all telling about in this picture, in both the pictures. So now let's move forward. What does the autotroph mean? Have you ever thought what is autotrophs? See, auto means self, to make something with your help only. And trop means nourishment or food. So plants are autotrophs as they can make their own food. with the help of process. The process is called photosynthesis. Autotrophic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organisms make their own food is called autotrophic nutrition. The modes of nutrition in which organisms make their own food with the help of a process called photosynthesis is called autotrophic nutrition. So now let's see. Heterotrophs. Hetero means other, the third person, and trop means nutrition or food. It means other nutrition from the host plant or any other organism. So animals and humans and some plants are heterotrophs because they depend on plants and cannot make their own food. Heterotrophic nutrition. The mode of nutrition in which organisms depend on other organisms for food is called heterotrophic nutrition. The second mode, in which the nutrition, this mode of nutrition in which organisms like plants, some plants, animals and human beings depend on plants for their food to survive. They are called heterotrophic nutrition. So now let's complete a table and discuss it in our group and fill the table. Plants: parasitic plants, insectivorous plants, saprotrophic plants, symbiotic plants. Why do these plants depend on other organisms for nutrition? Let's see. Parasitic plants. Parasitic plants depend on other organisms for the nutrition because they are not having chlorophyll. They are yellow in color. So they are not able to prepare their own food. That's why they depend on the plants which can make their own food. Insectivorous plant. The plant which depend on other organisms for nutrition because they grow in soil poor in nutrients. The soil which are having poor nutrients, not the essential nutrients, the insectivorous plant grow in that, and that's why they are not able to take those essential things or nutrients. That's why they were not able to make their food. Next, saprotrophic plants. Saprophytic plants depend on other organisms for nutrition because they grow in the shade of trees, forests, and the long trees which were shaded around. So they don't get the enough sunlight which they want to create the process called photosynthesis. That's why they were not able to make food. Next, symbiotic plants. Symbiotic plants depend on other organisms for nutrition because they can't make their own food. They depend on the host plant for nutrition that are essential, and in return they give a benefit to the host plant. So this is the part 1 of our video. Subscribe, turn on notification bell, like, share and comment down that how you like the video. For now, bye bye.